We're excited about a new plan for higher standards called the Common Core.
Common Core is about learning to apply knowledge and critical thinking.
Not just testing rote memorization.
The new standards will be challenging.
But students will learn more.
That is a new ad being launched today by big business groups supporting the Common Core. Controversial education reform requiring more rigorous teaching in math and language is kicking off across the country. And as the new standards take hold, they're also taking fire. America's biggest backer of the core, billionaire Bill Gates, met with me Friday to fire back. Did you know you were going to stir up such a hornet's nest?
No, I think it's such an exciting thing to have high standards, to have quality standards, and to have consistent standards. I'm thrilled this is moving forward and disappointed that through confusion and various groups, its implementation is actually at risk in some states.
The opposition is fierce.
This is the progressive movement coming in for the kill.
Supporters forceful too.
To want to condemn our kids to a life where they can't compete is just, it's sick.
With bipartisan backing from Barack Obama to Jeb Bush, the Common Core standards were adopted in 45 states. But many of those states are now looking to delay or do away with the core, under pressure from a diverse coalition of teachers groups, parents, and the Tea Party. You've got a conservative element who say this is federal control over education. How do you respond to that?
Well, the Common Core is not a curriculum. It doesn't tell you how to teach. It's not a federal takeover. Nobody's pushing for that.
Tea Party is convinced it is.
Well, but then we need to get the facts out. I mean, if they want the Congress to pass a bill saying they'll never tell us what to do, that's fine.
But you've got the head of the NEA saying the rollout's been completely botched. The head of the AFT, Randy Weingarten, said, boy, if you, the rollout of healthcare.gov is nothing compared to the rollout of Common Core. And these are your supporters who say that this is just not working the way it's supposed to work.
Well, the rollout is state by state. This is local stuff. And in some locations, they have a legitimate point. That's a very different question than saying we shouldn't move towards the Common Core.
Take New York. Legislators there are calling for a 2-year moratorium on the core after student test scores tanked. Only a third of the elementary and middle school students passed. That created a lot of horror on the part of parents.
Right, so whenever you have a test, you can bridge from the old test to the new test and set a cut level that matches and see, be able to compare this group of students to previous students.
So you can fix it for that
You don't
group.
have big drops. So when we go to higher standards, there is a transition where you'll see the way we've been teaching math is not good enough. And so to meet these high standards, we actually need to do it in a smarter way.
And Gates argues that's exactly what Common Core does, enabling American students to catch up to the competition in China, South Korea, and Japan.
Their textbooks are a lot smaller. They teach you less per grade, but they make sure you really understand it. We have these gigantic textbooks, and so you're getting shallow knowledge on a regular basis of too many concepts.
Still, Indiana Governor Mike Pence has suggested that he'll soon sign a bill to scrap Common Core. Other states are heading in that direction too. But Gates believes that most will keep the new standards. If this kicks in, if you can overcome this initial opposition, get Common Core working across the country, where do you expect us to be in 10 years and 20 years?
I believe 10 years from now, kids' confidence in math, kids' scores in math can be improved a lot, where you feel like, yes, I get this, I'm not discouraged. It is so important, and these standards are the foundation for that. I think this is going to be a big win for education.
And you can see more of our interview at abcnews.com/thisweek.